Warning, this podcast contains spoilers. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the As Seen on TV podcast for Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Season 2, Episode 6, A Fractured House. I'm your host, Mike, here again, and joining me, as usual, are Erika and Rachel, and filling in for Clio is Dom.
What's up?
Hi!
Hello.
I feel the testosterone tonight.
Yeah, the balance has shifted.
I can tell you what to do to get rid of that.
The balance has shifted. I like this. It's shifted in my favor.
Ooh. Let's see, where is that at?
Ooh,
It's a little tiny pill called Tagamet.
Does this mean I don't have to be surrounded by women on Supernatural tonight?
Maybe.
Ooh, I like it.
Well, it's like when we was doing Doctor Who and Pat made a insult against women. It was like, look at your camera here. You have 3 women and a trans girl surrounding you. Do you really want to say that?
Anyway,
Yeah.
We're already off topic. How'd you like
Yeah,
this episode, everybody?
I liked it.
Things are gonna start happening.
Things are gonna start happening.
That is extremely vague.
It is.
Well, okay.
I
you
actually
guys,
really like this episode. This one, I think, was probably my favorite of the season thus far.
I don't know if it was my favorite of yeah, you know what? It's been getting better and better.
I like this. I like what they're alluding to in this episode.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's just my wishful thinking, I guess would be the right way to phrase it, but it seems like Talbot is finally working with S.H.I.E.L.D.
That, yeah. I mean, I guess let's just get right into that.
I don't know if he's working with them, but he's not working against them.
Right.
I'm
Sergeant
hoping
Douchebag is actually.
I mean, he actually
He
sat there
says-
and talked to May. He was like, how many people did you lose? We lost 6.
it was a very
That sucks.
human conversation with May.
I think he was just scared of her.
Do you blame him?
Probably.
Honestly, the way I see it is May has been working with him this whole time. That's the impression that I got off of this. And this thing that he has that he's against S.H.I.E.L.D. is more of a cover-up than anything to basically save face with the U.S. government who and people in general who have been against S.H.I.E.L.D. since the Big Hydra turn. I don't think he's been against them. I think he's secretly been working with them.
But he's been against S.H.I.E.L.D. since he joined. It was like, what was it, Avengers or Captain America, where his first, General Talbot's first appearance was.
It was
And
Agents
he's
of
been
S.H.I.E.L.D.
anti-S.H.I.E.L.D.
It was last
forever.
season.
Is he the same actor, though, that was in the Hulk movie?
It's not General Talbot from the comics. He was Colonel Talbot. That's General. I don't remember his name.
Okay. I thought he was the same one that was in the Ed Norton Hulk movie, but I guess not.
No, that's his girlfriend's father, General. Oh my God, I'm gonna get ridiculed for not remembering his name.
General, oh my God, Talbot.
Not Talbot. Not Talbot. Talbot's like a subordinate of his. I don't know. But yeah, if I expect anybody watching this has seen the episode. So, Hydra blows up the UN, attacks the UN, says, hey, we're S.H.I.E.L.D., while they do it. And then towards the end, all things are made nice and happy, and apparently S.H.I.E.L.D. is not on the government's shit list anymore.
Well,
And all it took was a attack by Hydra as S.H.I.E.L.D. instead of attack by S.H.I.E.L.D. as Hydra.
With their
I know.
disintegration frisbees of doom.
We
I
see
mean,
the complete opposite.
they
In Captain
really-
America, we saw Hydra. We saw S.H.I.E.L.D. basically attacking as Hydra, and now we see Hydra attacking as S.H.I.E.L.D., and that's what sorted everything out. It was the balance.
The balance.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, if they really thought about it, it was nothing. What happened wasn't. It was nothing like what S.H.I.E.L.D. would do.
Yeah, I agree. Still.
It was like. They wouldn't do it this way. They'd be a little more subtle about it.
Yeah, they would be a bit more subtle. S.H.I.E.L.D., it was whatever you call it, it was still kind of like a spy agency, like secret agent shit. So yeah, they wouldn't be so direct as to walk into a meeting of UN delegates and be like, "Hi, we're S.H.I.E.L.D. You're all gonna die," and then start throwing
and kill someone right there in front of all these people.
Yeah, while they're talking, just like have a frisbee.
Have a frisbee. Fetch boy. Oh, sorry, wrong one.
Fetch. I was waiting for somebody to say fetch.
I know, right?
I love how they left you thinking.
Roll over.
Roll over.
I loved how they left you thinking that Talbot was dead, because the last thing you see is a frisbee flying at the back of his head.
Mm-hmm.
Just calling them frisbees. I don't
know. All he had was what, a cut in his arm or something?
I don't know what he had. He had a sling on. I don't know what the damage was to his arm.
But if that thing hit him, he would have been gone. So the plot thickens.
The plot thickens. I mean, hell, for all we know, Bobby is still a brainwashed Hydra agent playing the triple agent role. Because that's,
Bobby playing a triple agent role. That would be interesting. I don't think that's the case, though.
I don't think so either. The dynamic between her and Hunter is just amazing now, though.
It's just way too good. It was... Oh my god. I can't even begin to tell you how much joy that brought me.
It's that civil moment when you see an ex after however long, and you're just sitting there for the first time like, yeah, things are good. You look good. How you doing? What's new? Stuff like that. I hate your guts. You're an asshole.
Want to have sex?
Yeah, right. Not yet.
I've never heard that one.
Give that 3 or 4 episodes.
Yeah, right?
I like there at the very end where they're in this big fight, and then she just yells out 3 times, and at the end she's like, "What did you just say?"
3?
And she's like, "Times you saved me today," and just walks off.
Yeah, times you saved me today, and walks away. No, I just love that they don't start fighting until they're in the middle of an actual fight. Like, that's when they start arguing. Like, now?
Like, when they're in, what was it, Bangkok or whatever it was, that was hilarious.
Yeah.
After they shoot the guys and stuff, they're just sitting there fighting.
Mm-hmm. I knew he was... What are you doing? I knew he was behind me.
That argument that they had, and then they're in the middle of the argument, and they both just turn and
just shoot the guy.
Back. It's just like... That was amazing. That was my highlight of the entire episode.
Yeah.
And May's just standing there like, dude, come on.
Like, really, dude?
Yeah, really?
Yeah.
I got partnered with you guys.
I feel bad. Yeah. Speaking of, okay, let's see. Where do I want to go right now? I don't know. There's some interesting things to talk about this episode. I just don't know what order to do them in.
Well, okay, let me just get this in then, and we can kind of figure it out.
Go for it.
Have you guys kind of gotten to the point where you honestly believe that Coulson has a plan? And that no matter what shit happens or how crazy stuff looks, you think something's going to happen? And you think it's going to work out?
I think Coulson is just flying by the seat of his pants, and he happens to get very lucky because the team he has assembled is amazing.
Yeah.
I think, he has a loose idea of what he wants to do. I don't know if he has a plan.
That's like the
he has guidelines.
Coulson has a plan. Trust the plan.
Yeah,
this shit is just happening.
Yeah.
It's just guidelines right now.
I mean, he's clearly a different person since the writing, alien map writing has started.
Yeah,
at least he's not tattooing it on his body.
Yeah, let's talk about that guy. What the heck?
I know, right? And did you notice he put his hand on the tattoo guy's hand and pushed down like he was making it into the bone?
He's controlling it. That's what it is. Mm-hmm. They gave you that to let you know that he's directing the writing, and he didn't draw it first and then hand it to the tattoo guy and be like, "Put this on me." No, he's literally... He's got to have the middleman of, like, the tattoo artist, because I think legally the tattoo artist isn't allowed to hand you the gun and have you tattoo yourself.
Right,
so,
which is why
that's probably why, yeah.
Which is probably also why he wanted to get paid in cash.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know.
Yeah, obviously he enjoyed the
I mean, at least we know that the guy's playing by the rules, right? He could have just walked into the tattoo parlor, killed the guy, and tattooed himself. But no, he's paying for it. He's a respectable villain.
Well,
The respectable villain.
villain. Who the heck is he?
Is he even a villain? You don't know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna assume he's a villain just because of the way that portrait was treated with the back of the Jesus picture and all that, whatever. Because and the church was burnt down supposedly, after this was drawn on the back of it. So we have to assume the guy was there because he's got to be the one drawing it. Who else? Is there multiple people out there drawing it? I don't know.
Might.
Maybe.
There might.
But I'm under
just
the impression it's solo him right now.
Right.
And if a fire immediately followed, I'm pretty sure he's responsible.
Now
so
you
that's
notice,
why I call him a villain.
and you notice when Coulson does it, he has his urges. He just goes at it on a wall. This guy, however, he said, the pain helps me remember. Like he seems to have a bit more trouble recalling what he wants to etch. So,
Or does the pain help him remember the drawing, or does it help him remember something else?
That's another good question. The question I was leading into is, how did he get into this state? Was he also injected with, the happy Cree enzymes, or whatever the frig it is? Or, I don't know. Insert theory here.
They're going to tell us how, but yeah. We don't know. We don't know anything about him.
What if it's something creepy, like somebody that had the stuff injected to him, like one of the S.H.I.E.L.D. agents or whatever, went and donated blood, and so it got into the Red Cross blood. Yeah, it got into the Red Cross blood supply, and like they say that one person can give like it can go to like 5 or 6 different people, and so it just kind of spreads out from there because they give blood back because they've gotten blood, so and it just goes, and that would be a really
Isn't that entirely possible too? Because weren't Fitz and Simmons trying to analyze that blood last season, and they couldn't find anything in her bloodstream. So it would totally go through a regular screening for blood tests. Yeah.
Especially if it's just a private organization like the Red Cross or even hospitals wouldn't.
Yeah, they're just going to be testing for diseases and things
bad
that
stuff.
can the bad stuff. They're not going to be testing for alien DNA or anything like that.
Well, my point is Fitz and Simmons, who were specifically testing for alien DNA, couldn't even find it. So they're not going to. That would be an interesting spin on things.
They're looking for it and they can't find it. So how's the Red Cross going to do it? Yeah. But speaking of Fitz and Simmons, I wrote it down exactly like this. Fitz and Simmons are no longer Fitzsimmons.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sad face? Anybody? No?
Well, it seems like Simmons kind of got the hint early, and that's why she left. That's why she took the detail,
Yeah, it took me, took 6 episodes for that to happen, and good on her for that, by the way, because I just love Fitz now. After, like, last season I was like, alright, I like him, and this season I love him. Because
I just something totally a little off subject. When he was at the computer and he had his iPad down here,
he had a Dalek on it,
and he had a Dalek on it. I go, wait a minute, no way! I had to rewind it, and my husband's sitting next to me. I go, is that a Dalek? And he goes, that sure looks like one to me.
It was instantly noticeable. I'm like, he has the schematic for a Dalek on his computer. What the hell?
I thought that was
now we know where they came from.
Yep.
Fitz, you dirty bastard. Daleks are humans of the future.
But see, I'm extremely worried now.
Go for it.
And I'm worried because we're starting to feel bad for Fitz. Right? We're emotionally invested in this, and you know what Joss Whedon does.
No, wait, I can't.
But
shush, don't put it out there. Do not put it out there.
It's not Fitz that's gonna go because that's what you're expecting. It's going to be Simmons, and it's going to be tragically impactful to Fitz and crush him even more.
Or it's going to be Mac after they build up a bromance.
The bromance.
Well, they are building a bromance.
Yeah.
I unfortunately think it's going to be Simmons.
It's going to be one of them, or both of them.
Simmons right now, no one really so much cares for. Like in that Whedon-esque moment, it would be... I don't know. Kind of like if Xander died, Buffy.
Yeah. I know, right?
Yeah, no, I wouldn't have given a shit.
It was
Really?
it would seem really out of character when she told Ward that she would kill him if he came anywhere near.
Yeah,
She would
that
kill him.
was way out of character. But like,
Well, at the same time, she's extremely mad at what he
Well,
did
yeah.
to both of them, and it changed her relationship with Fitz forever.
yeah,
So it doesn't really seem out of character. If this was last season before that, yeah, it would have been out of character. Now, no, absolutely not. It's 100%. She's just extremely pissed off.
yeah. I would be. I got locked in a shipping. Well, I got locked in the equivalent of a shipping container and thrown into the bottom of the ocean.
Hell yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I'd have spent my last moments alive really pissed off because there's no way I would have escaped.
Right.
But anyway, someone mentioned Ward down there. Let's get to Ward. We're full of good transitions tonight.
This is confusing, really.
I will continue to confuse.
No, not you. I meant the Ward situation.
Yeah, the Ward on Ward situation. We got to see Ward's big brother, Senator Christian Ward. I want to think his name is.
Yes,
Ward on
Christian.
Ward just does not sound good.
Ward on Ward action.
Ward on Ward.
I don't know about him.
It wouldn't be a stretch for Joss Whedon.
Exactly. I mean, it's like, who do you believe?
Yeah, who? I mean, is Ward
Who's telling the
said?
truth?
Yeah, I know. Ward said.
I personally, I believe Ward.
I believe Ward too.
I think there's a little bit of truth in both, and somewhere in between is the truth.
Did you not just get the fact that I said that they're both telling the truth?
See, it's
Let's see.
a tough one. It's a tough situation because Sky, I will never lie to you ever again. And he says, my brother is, if I'm an asshole, then my brother is Satan, basically. So.
Well, he's a politician, so yeah.
Yeah, and they lead you to believe that, and then you get this speech that Senator Ward is giving to Coulson, and I'm like, all right, so maybe
so this could be plausible.
Maybe Beardy McTraderface is just the problem child and horrible and is a real pathological liar, and then he's like my big brother can spin it. He's sly. He's crafty. Can make you believe anything, and I don't know who to believe.
What if it's all the little brother? It's all him.
Yes.
I feel like Grant is actually telling the truth.
I kind
willing
At this
to
point,
believe
he
him.
doesn't. I mean, he doesn't have anything to lose.
No, he doesn't, and that's why I am also willing to believe him in
Yeah.
this whole scheme. I think Coulson was just too trusting of Senator Ward after being fucked over by...
No, I think he knew Ward would get out.
I've been hearing that a lot from a few people, actually.
I think he knew. Because he
knew-
told them, and he was like, don't give him an inch.
Don't give him an inch. And the thing I saw brought up by people is those were really flimsy handcuffs. It's not like they were shackles. They were not high-tech. They were standard police issue handcuffs. I mean, if you...
Yeah.
With a guy with Ward's training, you would not put him in standard issue handcuffs, no matter what his guard was.
I would have put him in like 7 pairs of standard issued handcuffs.
With a straitjacket on top of it.
Something.
I mean...
I knew as soon as they started escorting him out, I go, this is way too... I was expecting him to burst out in the hallway and like...
Oh, yeah.
Not slaughter all the S.H.I.E.L.D. agents, but like make a break for it. I didn't expect it to be...
And where exactly did they take him? I mean, they put the hood over his head, and they didn't really
No.
when they took him.
Let's talk about the hood. They put the hood over his head, and then they take the hood off his head when he's in the parking garage.
But where's the parking garage at?
Good point. Who knows where they took him to before they took the hood off. But... leave the hood on, put handcuff his wrists, handcuff his ankles, then handcuff the handcuffs to each other so he's hogtied.
I hear you like handcuffs.
I hear you like handcuffs, so we're going to make some interlocking system of them to make sure you can't move. You're going to be laying on your belly this whole
I had
time.
a feeling, I think Coulson knew that he would try to escape. And I think he was planning on it. That might be his plan. Because he'll probably go directly to his brother.
So this goes all back to whether or not Coulson has a plan to begin with. Has he been
really
working
does.
with Grant this whole time to formulate a plan?
Oh my god.
I don't think so. I think he's a little pissed off at Grant.
He is.
Just a little.
Like, Ward, you betrayed us. You threw Fitzsimmons into the ocean.
We're never part of you'll never be a part of the team. But I think talking to his brother, I mean, Coulson gets a really good read on people.
You know, he does.
And he picks up on details that other people don't even think about.
I don't even know. Like, Goblin Graph in chat says, let Ward escape and see where he goes. That's basically what it is. He knows he was being taken to his brother to be tried and all that shit like that. So is he going to go find his brother and beat the crap out of him in his office? Is he going to go track down Sky's father? Is he going to go track down Hydra agents? I don't know what the hell he's going to do.
To track down his little brother. I don't know.
I
have a feeling that his little brother's going to come into the place sometime.
That could have been like a Coulson's plan, so to speak, is just ship him out, get him away from S.H.I.E.L.D. custody, get him basically knowing as soon as you let him go into the U.S. government hands, well, he's going to escape.
Then it's not S.H.I.E.L.D.'s problem anymore.
And then it's
US
not
government.
S.H.I.E.L.D.'s problem.
It's either an elaborate plan by Coulson or it's an elaborate plan by Ward's brother. I forget his name. What's his name?
Christian.
Senator
Ward. That's what I'm just calling.
Might be an amazing plan by Christian.
Yeah.
He knew his brother would break out of the transport, and that's why because it wasn't S.H.I.E.L.D. agents that were carrying Grant between places. It was the government.
Yeah.
Yeah, they literally released him inside his S.H.I.E.L.D. cell, and had the U.S. Basically.
And obviously they die, but
agent,
those people may not have been in on it, but the instructions that they received were probably vague enough that they didn't realize he was as high profile criminal as they believed, or as high as skilled as they believed he was.
Yeah,
that's very true. I mean, as what was it, last episode? The episode with the May on May fight. Maybe 2 episodes ago, I don't know. But when what's his name, Mr. Bakshi said, Agent 33 said her file didn't, doesn't oversell her. So maybe they actually thought, like, oh, this guy's file is just, completely over-exaggerating shit. Like, he's Superman, basically.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that could lead them to be a little bit more at ease than they should be. Wards.
The wards.
The wards. So, before Ward left, and I like how they cut this, where Sky's talking to Ward, and Coulson's talking to the other Ward, but in reality it wasn't happening at the same time. I like how they cut that together, but she got just a little bit more info out of him about her father, but not enough.
No. Maybe he doesn't know truly what he is.
I'm sorry, but I can't even look at Sky right now without thinking about all these movies that they just announced, and I'm like, how is she tied into all this?
The theory, now that they announced Inhumans, the whole, the Inhumans movie, way after everything, this is coming after Avengers 3, but still, this, I mean, that's a long time to wait for them to reveal that, oh yeah, Sky's an Inhuman this whole time.
Before that, Captain Marvel's coming out.
She's not, I don't think, going to be Captain Marvel.
I forget the names. I forget the names they said the person is, but they confirmed that it's not Marvel. It's somebody else.
It's Miss Marvel. It's Carol Danvers.
Yeah, Carol Danvers.
So how do we know that Sky's real name isn't Carol Danvers?
Because Carol Danvers is an Air Force pilot. They already gave this brief little tidbit when they announced it. Yeah. So it's not Sky. If Sky is an Inhuman, she is. She's not Miss Marvel.
Confirmed. End of season 2. Sky leaves to join the Air Force.
Oh God.
If she is an Inhuman, I have no idea who she would be. The theory is if her dad is an Inhuman, he's probably Maximus the Mad, because the guy gets angry easily.
Is there an Inhuman that's Hulk? Basically, is what we're looking at.
Kinda, not really. I mean,
Or could this just be a completely new thing they've made for the MCU?
maybe it's, I don't know, because they can't use X-Men, and they're about to put 2 X-Men into Avengers 2.
Yeah.
And if you noticed,
So.
this Senator Ward, when I was watching it, gave me a lot of tells back to the senator. I don't remember his name, but he's the one that's against the X-Men and has all those robots built to go against the X-Men.
The Sentinels.
Yeah, the Sentinels. I can't think of names right now.
Yeah. No, it reminds. Yeah, God, he was the senator. Another name I don't remember. The guy who got turned into the jellyfish in the first X-Men movie. If you want to go that route.
Yeah. So if we just ignore what Marvel can't put in the MCU and rewrite it as different things, then that would be a curveball I would think Marvel would actually do.
Yeah. And Goblin Graph in chat says Skye is a known character, and yes, Marvel has announced that if they give you her real name, fans will instantly figure out who she is.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's why
even if they give her real first name.
Yeah.
So, who knows who she is? I mean, I can't think of off the top of my head which Inhuman she could be. She's not Medusa. She's not Crystal. She's probably not even an Inhuman at this point. So, what does that leave?
Everything else.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I like the theory that her father is Mr. Hyde, which, if they keep to the comic relation, like we said last week, that makes her Quake. But I don't know.
It's I mean, they're making it look that way because he is very that. Gotta keep calm. Gotta keep that side of me.
Yeah, I mean, especially the way
the mirror.
When he looked into the mirror, that's because, I mean, in many portrayals of Mr. Hyde, Jekyll would see Hyde in the mirror.
The mirror, yeah.
So, I don't know, that just hit that, I read that theory and that hit it home with me. I was like, oh, this just sounds way too good at this point.
And, Hyde was a doctor, and he's a doctor, and...
Well, let's talk about, okay, Dom mentioned all these movies they announced. Let's give a brief tidbit on that.
We will be doing a full show.
We will be doing
at some point,
full podcast
in depth, but we'll touch on.
I don't know who this character is, but y'all might.
Which character?
Luna.
Oh God. There's so many Lunas and so many things. I don't know the Marvel Luna.
The only Luna I know is the one from WWF.
Well, and then an Inhuman named Luna. That's what this article I just pulled up is saying who she might be.
Oh, that's also possible. I'm not as familiar with the Inhumans as I could be. I only know like the major ones like Black Bolt,
There's
Black Bolt, Medusa, Crystal. What's the guy? He has no powers. He was never. Goblin Graph probably knows this. Never exposed to the Terrigen Mist, but he's a master martial artist.
He doesn't have powers, so we don't care.
He doesn't have powers, but he has like an ability where he can find anybody's weak point in like a split second, so it makes him ridiculously dangerous.
Well, do you think now that they've announced that Doctor Strange is going to have a movie that we're going to see a lot more of these supernatural type creatures coming into play?
Probably. I mean,
I don't think so.
They've announced Doctor Strange, so we know we're going to get the whole mystical, magical side of things more so. They've announced Captain Marvel, which means we're going to get more Kree crap. They announced Inhumans, so we're going to get more Kree-influenced stuff.
Yes.
And Guardians, the big ones that we already knew. Guardians 2.
Guardians 2.
The two-part Avengers.
Captain America.
Captain America and...
Thor.
And
Karnak, thank you, Goblin. That was it. Yeah, Karnak. But the name was there.
That was their lineup for Phase 3. What happened to Ant-Man? I thought Ant-Man was part of Phase 3.
So did I.
There was a lot of so-called spoilers that people were trying to call out, like saying, like the same thing, so that the Avengers 3 would be Avengers Civil War, and it would be the whole Civil War timeline and book series from Marvel. And that turned out not to be true.
I mean, I like that, they're going the Civil War route. Captain America, they're getting it done quickly.
They said they're not going Marvel Civil War. They're going Shield Civil War.
Yeah, they're going
This
something.
This is more of a Marvel. This is more of a Shield versus Hydra fight than it is, the Captain America West Coast Avengers fight.
Right.
Yeah.
But
where does that place Ant-Man now? Just out of curiosity, is Ant-Man Phase 2 the end of Phase 2, or is he still the beginning of Phase 3?
He might.
Is Anthill?
Ant-Man, Goblin Graphics
Everything.
Phase 2. So that would put him right after the second Avengers, unless they decide to change something. But
Everything after the next Avengers movie is Phase 3.
yeah, and the Avengers, they showed a clip. There was a leaked clip of Captain America and Iron Man and Tony Stark talking while chopping wood. They said it was on Hawkeye's farm in the middle of nowhere, and they're kind of, starting to go at each other, which happens big time in Civil War. So they might, like you said, do the Shield Hydra Civil War, but bring other elements from the comic in and not do the whole thing.
Right.
I actually just Googled this real quick, and apparently ScreenRant.com is confirming that they have official clarification that Ant-Man will conclude Phase 2 rather than begin Phase 3 as originally was planned.
Oh,
That makes a lot of sense.
all right, that works. The one I'm excited about is Thor Ragnarok, because Ragnarok, it's the apocalypse in
The big all end all
Asgard,
Thor story. So,
and I'm curious how they're gonna go, because it was pretty dark. It's like storyline for the comics. I mean, it involves, I won't give any real spoilers then, but yeah, it's
A lot of
pretty crazy shit happens.
at
So
the interesting thing of all this is when does S.H.I.E.L.D. this season end?
it ends 2 weeks after Age of Ultron. There's
So
2 episodes.
There's going to be a tie-in there.
Oh yes, of course there's gonna be a friggin' tie-in. They'll probably put Coulson in the damn movie.
Probably.
I hope.
Maybe.
well, we've seen that Nick
Coulson
Fury's
is an
in the movie.
Avenger.
Yeah, Fury's in the movie, and Maria Hill's in the movie, so a lot of S.H.I.E.L.D. is in the movie, or former S.H.I.E.L.D. So,
But it's not just that. Coulson is an Avenger.
Yeah.
Coulson is officially an Avenger.
yeah, all right, you're right. So he'll be in that movie. Hi, Son of Cole here, back from the dead. I wonder how that's gonna go over. Oh yeah, we all knew. It's not a
That's
surprise.
gonna go over like a fart in church.
Go fart in church. I just can't wait for that movie.
I don't know. Thor might not
Hyping
know.
it big time. No, but the whole Phase 3, I'm very excited for. I don't know where Guardians of the Galaxy 2, but stating Avengers 3 is going to be Avengers Infinity War Part 1 and 2. My theory was, Doctor Strange will deal with one of the remaining Infinity Stones, and then maybe Ant-Man or who knows what else will deal with another. But now we got all of this in between. They got a lot more time to deal with them before Thanos gets his hands on all of them. Which that picture of Thanos with the gauntlet and all of the stones in it is just like, oh, it's gonna be fun. Wonder how they're gonna play
If that is your definition of fun, I want no part of any activities that you do ever.
We don't like your fun.
It gives him unparalleled control of the universe. It makes him as close to God as you can get, basically.
And what does this mean for everybody other than Thanos?
Well, I'm pretty sure when he did assemble all 6 Infinity Gems into the Gauntlet in the comic, his first act was to snap his fingers and wipe out half-life in the universe.
And this is what you consider fun.
I don't know. I think it's going to be fun to watch. I don't consider it fun. Not like my Gauntlet has 6 all-powerful gems in it to just,
Well, to get back onto the show.
Yeah,
It's kind of cool to see that Hydra, with the whole Belgium guy. His grandfather was in Hydra back in the 40s, and it's like a bloodline.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So are we going to see more of that? Are we going to see more? Once you're in it, you're in it.
You're in for life, including your great-grandchildren.
Yeah.
My
first
curiosity. Go ahead.
My first thought was that it was the same guy. Just like
They
Daniel
look
Whitehall
like
is the
it.
same guy.
Yeah. They look
No.
similar, but yeah.
And then it was like, oh no, they're actually grandbabies. Okay.
Grandbabies.
I still think the diviner has the soul stone. I don't care if you guys think it's
probably.
set to the movies or whatever. I have a feeling it's going to transition to the movies, but I have a feeling this is going to be its origin story as we know it.
The diviner, I have a feeling, if they're going the Inhumans route, I mean, Marvel Cinematic, they're doing things differently. If they go in the Inhumans route, I think the diviner is going to be the equivalent of a Terrigen crystal. I like the idea, but
I like the idea of the soul gem because
no,
it's
you know what, it's
literally stealing people's souls and killing them.
no, it's not. That just, I don't know. I have no idea, but I mean, we've covered this show, and like we said, we're going to do a full episode recording on
Are you throwing the gauntlet?
Phase 3. No,
Mike
I
is
just
throwing the
I
gauntlet
just threw the
down.
gauntlet down. See the gauntlet? Look, it's down. It's off my hand.
It's down.
Just the leather that was under it is left.
That's
And-
just like the quote.
They
that,
pull the leather
Patrick-
off, and
Looks like you're getting ready to
I have too many gloves on. Is the
bend
point?
over.
But yeah, that's this episode. Next episode, we got a short synopsis. This is 2 weeks. They're doing a 1 week break for who knows what reason.
They're taking off the week for BlizzCon.
Yeah.
Yep,
thank
they
you.
knew we were going, so they're like, we gotta take it off.
Maybe. Anyway, the episode is called The Writing on the Wall. And it's obvious what this episode's going to be about, but the team discovers murder victims, plural, with the alien glyphs on them that Coulson's been etching. All of Coulson's secrets and lies come to a head on Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. That's it.
And the team runs into trouble, and one of them may die.
Coulson
that's
might
in-
explode.
That's in
At
every.
least
every
they stopped
synopsis ever.
mentioning that he died.
Yes, that was
Painful.
That was painful every single damn episode until, like, the very end.
For like 9 or 10 episodes straight, it was like, I died.
I died, guys. I died. No, for like 16 episodes straight until we saw the Blue Man. And that was it. Then, they kind of petered off on it. Thank God they petered off on it.
Just because you said that, they're going to reaffirm this in the next episode now.
Well, in a little snippet they showed PSI, it looks like they have the machine that he was put in when Flower Girl, when Raina had him.
Yeah. That's very true. I'm excited. I want to see. I'm curious.
So I'm wondering if he's going to try to get back some memories or something.
The victims of the alien glyphs, do you think that's the Tattoo Man doing this?
Or it is the Tattoo Man. One of them. But anyway, here's the thing I just thought of. What if, Skye says, this is a map. Now, what if it's a map, say, to the other side of the universe, and this whole Hydra thing, what if they use this map, they open a portal somehow, and Red Skull steps back through?
They've already mentioned him quite a few times.
They
I'm pretty
do
sure
mention
Red
him.
Skull is supposed to be in Captain 3.
Is he?
Supposed to be.
Allegedly.
What if that's what brings him back? I don't know. I'm grasping
They've
at
mentioned
straws
him
here.
a couple times. I mean, what exactly is Whitehead trying to do?
He's
What
trying
is
to
his agenda?
kill everybody, dominate the world. I don't freaking
Yeah,
know.
we don't know. We don't know exactly. He wants it for some weapon, but for what?
I don't know. But anyway, that's our show for this episode. So,
One thing.
yeah. Rachel, where can they find you?
They can find me right there at Twitter at Savannah17.
Dom.
You can find me down below at Phenomenon, PHENOMEDOM.
Clio would never forgive me if I didn't went doot 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 for her, because she's not here.
Phenomenon.
Doot 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 doot. Erika, where can they find you? With
On
half your face
Twitter.
cut off.
Yes. On Twitter, Erika Rain 7.
And you guys can find me on Twitter at Thilladrin, right there, as you can see. We're all hiding, except for Rachel, below our Loeth Sia.
There.
You can
I'll
find...
hide for real.
Yeah. That works. You can find all of us here on YouTube at... channel name is ASOTV Podcast, all one word. You can also find us on Twitter, same address, Facebook, same address, and Google+, and that's our Gmail.
Y'all got MySpace.
Yeah. You could follow us there for more podcasts for some of your favorite TV shows. And check out tvcaptive.com. We started writing stuff on there again. That's that.
Yay.
Yay.
All the things.
All the things. Have a good night, everybody.
That mean I have to find my login for that now?
Probably.